Hi all, Jennifer Zoeller here at Red Shoe Realtor in the 262 area code, also in the 414 area code, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. How are you doing today? All right, so today we have our Monday market report. How's the market? Some more interesting stats for you. Kind of a recap of what Michelle and I saw this weekend, and some other news related to the Milwaukee area. All right, let's start off with foot traffic. A report came out that showed foot traffic for, oh, let's do this one. All right, foot traffic for the United States is down. I think I forgot the average exactly because I was focused on the Midwest. As you can see, the foot traffic year to year for January is down 23% in the Midwest. So does that apply to what we're seeing here in Wisconsin and in the Milwaukee area? Yeah, I don't know exact percentages, but I can tell you that we're doing less showings. But for us, it's not because there's less buyers, it's because the homes aren't coming on the market that they want to see. I think overall, I think that there probably are definitely less buyers with, mortgage rates are still like 6.5 around that area, maybe creeping up again. But there still is not as many homes on the market, so you're going to get less showings that way. Um, Maybe the reason that it's a little higher in the Midwest, I know that I heard a stat that said in the whole United States, 2/3 of people have a mortgage rate under 4%. But actually in the Milwaukee area, 71% of people have a rate under 4%. So if you have that 4% rate, it's going to take a lot more for you to want to get your home on the market. Another interesting stat was the change in showings. Of course, ties right into the foot traffic. And as you can see, I'm going to get rid of myself here. All right, if you look at here, you can see the change in showings. And it's not just if you look year to year, so other Januaries, 2019 January, it was up. 2014 January, it was up. The blue line is United States and the green line is the Midwest. So you can see that our showings are really down, even compared to the US, maybe between 5 and 10% of the other areas of the US in the Midwest. One other stat to look at, one other thing I want to talk about is because people are always curious, should I list now? What's going to happen with my home price? The fact is, for 131 months on end, so that's like 11, almost 12 years, home prices have increased. Like, think about that, how long that is, almost 12 years that home prices have increased year to year. Year to year. So like January to last January, your rates will be higher this year. March to this last March, your home price is going to be higher this year. Well, what Fannie Mae is predicting is that, as you can see here, they're predicting that come the end of the year, prices might drop year to year pricing. I don't know if that'll happen. It'll be interesting to see. So why would that happen? Why would price drop? Which would be the first time in many, many years, over a decade, that price would drop. Well, one of the reasons it could be is if the mortgage rates continue to hover, there might not be as many buyers in the market. And so the homes will sit longer, the prices will have to drop. Um, I'm wondering though, in the Milwaukee market, where I still feel that we're not going to have enough inventory to meet the buyer demand, even though it's lower demand. Like, buyer demand is lower, but homes available are lower, and so I think that that ratio is going to continue to be about the same, more demand than homes. So it'll be interesting to see if Fannie Mae's correct that home prices will drop. But more importantly to us, is it going to drop in the Milwaukee area? We'll have to wait and see. One other interesting thing in the Milwaukee news, the Bucks, the owner of the Bucks, Mark Lazary, offered to sell to the owner of the Cleveland Brown, Jim and Dee Haslam, for $3.5 billion. So if you think about that, that's $3.5 billion. That is the second highest price for an NBA team ever. So it'll be interesting to see if this deal goes through, and to see, I guess to me that indicates that if there's a high price for the Bucks, a couple things, maybe our market will continue to be a place where people want to be, and also hopefully Anna's will stay forever. All right, so let's talk about what did Michelle and I see. So we talked a little bit about nationally, but more importantly, how does that relate to you? This weekend we had I think we had like 4 showings. They were all on Sunday. They were for 2 different buyers. Again, like we kind of mentioned, we have like 10 really high qualified buyers looking. Properties are just not coming on. The properties that we did look at, one went on Thursday. We saw it Sunday afternoon. There was multiple offers already at that time. And by Sunday evening, which they had left it open for that long, they accepted an offer. Another one was a flip that had been on the market for about that same amount of time, 4 days, and they had one offer come through by last evening. So I think that's great for those sellers. It wasn't us; it wasn't the right home for our buyer. But what you're seeing is this home. So this home was a flip, and honestly, it was the nicest flip I've ever seen. And it wasn't a big home; it was like the 350 price range, but it was beautiful. And really, all it takes is one buyer for that to be the right home for them. So that, and then we saw another home that did not have any offers. It's been on for about a week. It was also flipped, and my buyers really like it, so we might be in the process of making an offer. So why do I tell you all this? I think there's still a range of buyers out there looking. One of our buyers was like, we want to buy by the end of the summer. If it comes up, we'll do it. Another one was like, we're just starting. And the third one is they've kind of been in the heat. And so, I was writing one offer out of 3 of them, and it wasn't the person who's been like in the market wanting really quick, because it's just really a patience game for a buyer. If I wait for the right home in the right area. Now, some buyers are really open to wherever, and actually, those are the people that are probably more likely to get an accepted offer, right? If you're like, my geographic range is from Milwaukee to Oconomowoc and 94 up to Jackson, there's a lot more that's going to come on than if you're like, I have to buy in Cedarburg. So it's one of the things your agent really needs to do is set you up for understanding the market that you're looking in. And then you also have to be prepared for, do I have to write over it? You might not. It's not like last spring. It was like, all right, everybody's writing over on the first day. It's really not like that. Now you need to be educated about what's going on in the Milwaukee market when you're writing your offers. So like, for example, how many houses are coming on? Last week, there was 153 new homes in the Milwaukee area. And just for an example, I think, let's see here. Of those, about half of those had accepted offers after the first week. And what else? So in Ozaukee County, there was 10 homes that came on last week. So you think it was Ozaukee County, only 10 new homes came on. About 2 out of 8 of those had accepted offers right away. Again, that's the kind of what you see. Some homes are going really fast. Some are going to be a little while. Some are going to take price drops. And out of let's see, last week, 92 homes closed. So that's, the actual closing. 6 of those were Ozaukee County. What we did see in those Ozaukee County ones that closed, there was one that was in the 795 listing. It closed. It'd been on since October. It closed for 70 less. There was another one that was 450 in Cedarburg, needed a lot of work. But again, it's in Cedarburg. It closed for 30 over, and it got an accepted offer like in a couple days. Closed for 480. There's another one in Port Washington that Grafton came in at 315, closed at 337. And so that's kind of maybe another thing we're seeing is maybe the city areas are closing a little higher and faster, as long as it's below maybe the 7. Of the homes that closed last week, only one was above $1 million, and only 3 were 700 to $1 million. So that it's really, really more. You're more likely to get a close, maybe in that 4 to 6 range. So that's kind of what happened there. What is upcoming this week? Forgot my list, and I don't want to wing it. There's some interesting reports coming out this week that we'll keep you up to date on. If you have any questions, if you'd like a market analysis, because I think that would be really valuable. If you're thinking of selling your home, like what is it worth right now? Right now we're not seeing prices drop really that much in Milwaukee County. And so you might be surprised at, where your rate is at still. We expect next month mortgage rates are going to go up a little bit, maybe more than a little, either 2.5, 2.5. So that might slow, the home sales. Like prices might drop a little, or at least be slower, but we'll see. Anyways, have a great day. That's how the market is today in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.